let's talk some transfer portal. This time, I want to focus on the quarterback position. I'm going to give you 12 names, some of them committed, some of them uncommitted, but these are the top arms in the portal. And then at the end, I'm going to give you 2 bonus names that could very well end up in the top 10. So let's get this thing started. But first, guys, do me a favor. If you watched one of our videos on the On3 Recruits channel, then hit the subscribe button. All right. Let's get into it. The top quarterback, I'm going by the On3 industry rankings, not the On3. This is the On3 industry. So this is all the rankings combined. And here's what we got. Fernando Mendoza, he's at the top. He's from Cal. And he's 6'5", 210, had a great year. And he's going to move on. Now, Georgia, Indiana, UCLA, and Wisconsin are involved. You know, I always thought the Miami Hurricanes would get involved here, but they haven't just yet. So we will see where he ends up. We know Georgia is in the market for a big-time arm, and this could be their guy. All right, moving on to number 2. He's available. Luke Kromenhoek. He's leaving FSU. Played as a true freshman. Was thrust into action there at the end due to injury, but now he's leaving Tallahassee. And Jeff Lebby of Mississippi State has shown a great deal of interest. We saw some picks go in early. His recruitment's been kind of quiet, so let's see if he ends up at Mississippi State this week or pops up on another campus. We'll see. Number 3, Malik Murphy. He's leaving Duke after a great season via Texas. Remember, he was at Duke last year. Great year. Now he's moving on. Visited Auburn last week, but today, as on Monday, he's at Kentucky. I like Kentucky as a much better fit now that Auburn has landed Jackson Arnold. All right, the next couple guys are committed. We got Darian Mensah. He's off the board. Tulane to Duke. He's filling that hole that Malik Murphy left open. Then we got Miller Moss leaving USC. He committed to Louisville over the weekend. Of course, Jackson Arnold, the former 5-star at Oklahoma, is now at Auburn. And then we got Connor Wegman leaving Texas A&M, and he is signed with Houston. Now, back to number 8, we got an uncommitted Caden Salter. He's leaving Liberty, and it seems like 2 teams are really in this race. He's visited Syracuse, their one team, and then Colorado. He will be in Boulder this week for a very important visit. We know the Buffs would love to add a veteran arm like a Caden Salter. So 2 teams emerging for this one. We'll see what happens. At number 9, we got a commitment. We got Michael Van Buren from Mississippi State, another true freshman that was thrust into action. I thought he played really well at Mississippi State. Now he moves on to LSU and kind of bolsters that quarterback room. Number 10, Devon Dampier from New Mexico. He is committed and signed with Utah. And then Anthony Calandria. He's at number 11, Virginia. He's leaving Virginia. Maybe it's going to be Ole Miss, maybe Syracuse. This is where kind of the QB dominoes come into play because of Caden Salter. Ends up at Colorado. Then Anthony Calandria could very well slide into that spot at Syracuse. All right, number 12, Billy Edwards Jr. He's leaving Maryland. Originally thought he was going to end up at Michigan, but over the weekend, the picks were rolling in for Wisconsin. So we'll see. Billy Edwards Jr., a veteran quarterback leaving Maryland. Will it be Michigan or will it be Wisconsin? We'll have to wait and see. Now, here's the bonus names. Names that have been reported as entering, but as of the time that we're taping this, have not officially entered yet. Now, we fully expect them to enter, but that's why they're a bonus, because they're not technically in there yet, and they haven't been factored into the rankings. Now, last night, Sunday night, Bo Pribula, backup at Penn State, is expected to hit the portal and expected to garner some good attention. And another guy entering the portal that is a big name is John Mateer. Now, he's leaving Washington State, and, he could end up being a top 3 quarterback when the rankings come out. I know my guy, J.D. Pickell right there, he loves John Mateer, and the early intel focuses on Oklahoma. His OC, some of the offensive coaching staff from Washington State, is at Oklahoma, where they also, guess what? They had the departure of Jackson Arnold. So the QB dominoes coming into play here. But John Mateer leaving Washington State could very end up being a top 3 portal quarterback. So those are some big names committed, some big names still available. Who do you guys think is the top available quarterback? And does your team still need one? Let me know. Comment section below.